You know, it always makes me laugh how black women seem to take great comfort in the idea that the only white women brothers can get are the 300-pound skank type of white women. I mean, it is true that it's not uncommon to see black men with white women who do fall into that revolting category. But most of the time, nobody's trying to date them seriously, if you know what I mean. Except maybe a few good men types. Anyway, so the sisters reckon they got this one sewn up, no case to answer, on the ground that the white women most available to black men are of the poorest quality. Now let's think about that for a second. Fat women are no catch. Yeah. So what is the unspoken message in that statement, or in that kind of thinking? Well, I'd say, and you may disagree, that the unspoken message is fat ain't all that, and that a woman who is fat is the least desirable of all women. Oh dear me. Remember, black women are the ones placing all the emphasis on the woman's fatness or overweightness. They're not saying ugly white women. They're not saying black men only get stupid white women. They're not saying black men only get trashy white women. For them, the thing that most marks a woman as undesirable is being overweight. They think that the most hurting or insulting thing you can say about a man's woman is to say that she's overweight. Yes, a fat woman, according to women themselves, is at the bottom of the female food chain. That's a good pun, isn't it? Yeah. So, most of you will probably know, I mean, you're all intelligent men. Most of the guys who listen to this channel are highly intelligent black men, which means I know you've probably guessed where I'm going with this next. And since you agreed to go there with me, let's all go there together. Yeah, okay. As far as I know, overweightness or obesity is not a condition that only afflicts white women. In fact, all the stats would indicate that obesity is a bigger problem among black women than it is among white women. Apparently, the most obese demographic is black women, with 4 out of 5 black women being overweight or obese. Those are not good stats, sisters. So my question is, who the fuck are black women to be dissing somebody's girl about being overweight? Because the truth is, most black men are probably dealing with fat black women, sister. So what does that mean then? So are those black women worthy of scorn because they're overweight? So are we going to say that the only black men can get are overweight black women? Because that would be more true. Because that's all there is. That's mostly what's available to black men, as far as black women are concerned. Alright? And not only that, most black women are single mums. They've already got children for somebody else. So, really and truly, when I look at it from a purely male perspective, when I'm analysing, well, boy, if I want to get laid, or if I want to date somebody, or have a girlfriend, what are my options here? Well, it's either a black woman, a fat black woman with kids, or a fat white woman. Fucking hell. What a fucking choice. A fucked up choice. A fat black single mum, or a fat white woman who may or may not be a single mum also. I mean, you know, if it's true that so many brothers are on the down low, which it isn't, but if it was, there's your reason right there. And that's all they're good at. Eating, fucking and breeding. Can't do fuck all else. And that's what we call the backbone of the black community. They like to eat, fucking breed. That's it. Job done. And then they call themselves the backbone of somebody's community. Well, you ain't the backbone of my community, sister. I mean, only in the black community do we elevate the incompetence that arises out of a lack of self-discipline into something heroic. I mean, this is why other races have no respect for us. They don't hate black skin. What they hate is black chaos. Our primitive behavior, exemplified by our inability to control our basic instincts, is what people fear about us. And they're right to feel threatened by us, because our primitiveness is infecting the rest of society and destroying its moral fabric. You see, we're all about excess, overfeeding, oversexed, and breeding without discrimination. All of these things epitomize our lack of self-control and lack of self-discipline. And what we end up with is an anything goes society. Eat as much as you like, fuck as much as you like, breed as much as you like. When you refuse to hold women to the same standards of moral responsibility as men, you end up with an immoral wasteland where women behave as they like, knowing that only men will be held responsible. We end up with the absurdity of the fattest women on planet Earth mocking other women for being fat. Fuck you. This is a new breed of nigger, a new breed of black man, and we're telling you about yourself, sister. You, dear sister, are in no position to mock anyone else. Because if we look at you and your fuckery, we find you ain't all that yourself. You need to be told about yourself, sister. We want to know who you are, that you should be above scrutiny. No more hiding behind our children to cover up your fucked up ways. Everybody's up on charges in this fucking rig. And you are the prime suspect in this investigation, sister. Later.